Hello guys, so welcome again to my channel. In this video I will discuss about my PSC interview. Okay, so if you are new to this channel, please do subscribe because in future definitely you are going to be benefited, and if you are old one, in that case please watch this video till the end if you are going to appear for PSC interview. Okay, so recently this assistant engineer examination written result has been published, and especially you if you cleared this written one, please watch this. Okay, and this interview was my second and last one. Okay, my first interview was in floor corporation and this was my second one. Okay, so the very first part of the introduction is they ask you about your background. Okay, and it is quite informal. They simply ask you your name, where do you reside, what do you do, and from where you have passed out. So in my case I talked about my experience where at that time I was working, and why I would like to join PSC. They asked me why I am not interested in my current job, and I tell them that this is a private organization and definitely this is the dream for every aspirant to get a government job. Simple, straightforward answer. Okay, and then they directly went to the technical part, and there was at the time in the panel there were total four teacher. Okay, and one of them was chairman of the PSC and three other person were uh, technical person. Okay, so the first person simply asked me what I have done or which type of job I normally do in my current organization, that means in the floor. Okay, and my answer was I am associated with some design of steel structure where I design beam, column, everything. Right now I am designing a portal frame, and then promptly he asked me, do you know how to design a steel column? And my answer was yes. Based on slenderness ratio I find the strength, then based on, then simply he stopped, that particular person stopped me, what is slenderness ratio? And then I answer, it is nothing but the ratio of KL by R, where KL is the effective length and R is the radius of gyration. Do you know how to calculate R? What is the implication of R? Simply tell me how to calculate R. Simply my answer was R is nothing but square root of whatever is the answer, I by A. Okay, and then again promptly he changed the topic. He asked me, do you know the full form of TMT, what is it means? And then I tell him that TMT means nothing but thermomechanically treated bar. And then again he asked me, do you know the procedure how to prepare or in the factory how this type of particular bars are uh, produced? Then my answer was, well, blah blah blah. And then the last question of this particular guy was, he gave me a continuous beam with some columns, intermediate column, and asked me to draw the reinforcement detail. Okay, and you know how to draw the detail. In that case, if you don't know, I think I should tell you this answer because you may also encounter this type of questions. Okay, so simply this was column, this is the column, this is the beam, and in the red color I am marking the reinforcement. This is the top one, this is the top one, and here is the top one, and here this is bottom extra, and here the through bars. Okay, so if you simply draw like this and discuss it with them, it is sufficient. It doesn't necessary that your picture should be just like the AutoCAD drawing. Okay, so this was for first person, or the first person who was asking me about the questions. Then he simply referred the second guy to ask me some questions. Okay, so here I just want to mention one point. Here you can see that they are not interested about asking new question every time. Simply they try to pick some questions from your answer. So you give some answer, from your answer they try to pick a questions. Okay, and try to follow here. Okay, this person has asked me what I do. I've told that I design column. Clear? And simply then he asked me what is slenderness ratio. Okay, and from slenderness ratio, you know that this is scale by r. Then he again pick up another question, that is what is r. So if you can answer the questions in such a manner that there is a possibility that from your answer they can find another question, so it will be helpful for you. Okay, so again try to follow the next slide. This second person, the pattern was more or less similar. Okay, so simply he asked me, do you know how water is supplied in Kolkata? And my answer was, well, the water from river Ganga is used as a drinking purpose, but before directly supplying it, they used to what should I say, simply it is treated. And again he pick up in the similar manner the next question, treated. Okay, he asked me what are the process of treatment. Okay, so I'm not trying to tell you that this same question will be asked by them this time also in for your interview. My main point is the questions they actually pick up is related to your answer. Okay, so if you can answer in a clever manner where there is some point they can ask you as question and you can give you them the answers. Okay, so simply I tell them this is the process. First, I have already forgotten everything, that first sediment sorry aeration, then sedimentation, then filtration, then chlorination, blah blah blah. Okay, but I was expecting that they will ask me some more question from sedimentation or chlorination, but this particular person did not ask me any further question and he simply referred to the next guy. Okay, so this is the technical part 3. Okay, and as far I can recall, this person was one of the college, and I don't know what is the name, but certainly he was not from my college. And he asked me about the what should I say, the design aspect of different foundation. And I'm not mentioning everything, but I would like to mention about the particular pile foundation. Okay, because he discussed a lot of questions related to this pile foundation, and that's why I've mentioned here that pile foundation basics. First one was why pile foundation, and can you demonstrate how the uplift is, how the moment is carried in any building by the pile. Simply my answer was, it was nothing but like I am standing and you are applying a lateral load, one of my leg is under compression, another is in tension, and he was completely satisfied with my answer. That's why I'm discussing this one. Okay, so there is nothing numerical, nothing hardcore conceptual, but your concept should be more or less clear. Okay, then he asked me about the procedure, how to construct pile, what is pile cap, how your load is transferred from your column to pile cap, then to the pile. Okay, this type. And one more important thing in this chapter or in this part was, he was asking about the stabilization of borehole, and he was particularly interested about my knowledge about bentonite. Okay, so this was all about my technical part. Then the chairman of the PSC asked me some non-technical question, and one of this question was, probably I've forgotten what were the questions because it's almost 4 year. And the one of the question was, I can recall, that is uh, who is right now the head of Indian Army. And I think at that time it was Bipin Rawat. Okay, so moral of the story, my suggestion is, it is not necessary that every question they ask you you will be able to answer them. It is not necessarily possible. Okay, and also it is true that this teacher or this panel doesn't expect from you that you will be able to answer each and every question they ask you. Okay, so what my suggestion is, if you know a particular questions, if you know the answer, try to answer in such a way there is some clue for the next question. Okay, that's why I am saying that you are the driver of this interview, and you should drive this interview as you wish. Okay, and at this end of this video, I wish best of luck each and every candidate who are going to participate and who are going to crack this interview. Okay, thanks for watching, guys.